Now, the Philippines is all set to choose President Rodrigo Duterte's successor in 3 weeks from now. The country will cast its votes on the 9th of May ahead of elections. Speculations of candidates who are trailing, considering withdrawal and endorsing Robredo have been making the rounds. However, clearing the air in a vitriolic address to the media on Sunday, 3 candidates, Francisco Domingoso, Panfilo Lacson and former Defense Secretary Norberto Gonzales, accused leader of opposition Leni Robredo of trying to get them to withdraw from the election and strip them of support.
Kasi pare-parehong experience namin.
We have the same experience, Mayor Isko and I. Aside from talking us out of the race, they want to strip us down. They're trying to strip us of our supporters and support groups. That happened to me when my Reforma was hijacked, and the same happened to Major Isko's Ikono in Cebu. So there were really attempts, and they are trying to limit the presidential choices to 2. And that's the reason why we have to do this.
Parang nililimit na lang yung choice or choices.
Domingoso even called for Robredo to make supreme sacrifice by announcing her withdrawal.
No, sa amin. Ano sabi nila?
What they told us is to take the supreme sacrifice, and I think you know it also. Now, if there is a supreme sacrifice, it's the number 2 who should go and start initiating the supreme sacrifice. Let Vice President Leni withdraw. That's the supreme sacrifice if you love your country.
Let Leni withdraw. Withdraw Leni.
Meanwhile, Robredo's spokesman Barry Gutierrez accused the 3 candidates of theatrics and asserting positions through bluster and falsehood. The list of major candidates includes Marcos Jr., namesake and son of late dictator Marcos. He's the front-runner of Philippines' election as per the opinion polls. Leni Robredo, only female candidate and staunch critic of incumbent government, is said to be second behind Marcos Jr. Manila Mayor Francisco Domingoso, known by his screen name Isko Moreno, the mayor has promised to take on Chinese maritime aggression in the South China Sea. Then we have Senator Panfilo Lacson, current senator who made an unsuccessful presidential bid back in 2004, former Defense Secretary Norberto Gonzales, and finally retired boxing superstar Pacquiao Duterte's friend turned foe has promised to tackle graft. The president's pro-China approach had fetched him many critics. The new president's take on Chinese aggression would pave the way forward. The candidates are making an all-out effort to defeat former Philippines dictator's son Marcos, who has got a major boost by a formidable alliance with the first daughter and vice presidential candidate Sara Duterte. The hotly contested upcoming election in the Philippines is likely to witness parallel battles as well, with campaign teams trying to utilize social media platforms to win more supporters or launch attacks on rivals, hoping to make their hashtags trend. It will be a war fought in both virtual and the real world.
Sir, Lenny Kiko May 9 thank you.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.